Arthur Morgan, a man of few words but many thoughts, an outlaw, a killer, a philosopher, and a man torn apart not by bullets but by his own mind. Beneath that rugged face and quiet voice lies a deeper struggle between instinct, reason, and conscience. In this video, we'll explore Arthur Morgan through the lens of Sigmund Freud to see how Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't just a Western tragedy. It's a study of the human soul. Sigmund Freud believed that the human mind is divided into three parts: the ID, the ego, and the superego. The ID is our raw instinct. It wants what it wants right now, no matter the cost. The ego is reason, the part of us that deals with reality, that asks, what will this cause? And the superego is our conscience, the moral voice that tells us what's right and wrong. Arthur Morgan's journey is the battle between these three, between chaos, logic, and morality. At the beginning of Red Dead Redemption 2, Arthur is ruled completely by his ID. He kills, robs, and fights because it feels natural, because Dutch tells him it's for the gang, for freedom. This is what Freud called the pleasure principle, the drive for immediate satisfaction, without care for morality or consequence. Arthur's world is built on violence, and in that chaos, his instinct becomes his only truth. But as the world around him falls apart, something changes. Arthur's ego begins to awaken. The ego lives by what Freud called the reality principle. It recognizes that every action has a cost. Arthur starts questioning Dutch's dream. He sees that their so-called freedom is built on blood and lies. And then, the moment that breaks him: tuberculosis. It's the first time Arthur faces something he can't fight or outrun. He realizes he's dying. And for the first time, he begins to live, not for thrill, but for meaning. As death approaches, Arthur's superego, his moral side, finally takes control. He begins to care for others. He helps John and Abigail, protects the weak, and starts questioning what kind of man he wants to be. Freud believed guilt was at the heart of morality, and guilt now drives Arthur's every choice. He no longer wants redemption from the world. He wants redemption from himself. Be loyal to what matters. That line defines his transformation, the moment his conscience conquers his instincts. Freud also spoke about defense mechanisms, the unconscious tricks we use to protect ourselves from pain. Arthur represses his past. He never talks about his lost family or old wounds. He projects his guilt, blaming Dutch or Micah for the things he himself struggles with. He displaces his anger, channeling his frustration into violence. But later something beautiful happens. He begins to sublimate, to transform his pain into compassion. He uses the same strength that once destroyed to heal. The outlaw becomes a protector. The killer becomes a savior. Freud believed in something called thanatos, the death drive, the human pull toward destruction, silence, and release. Arthur's life has always been surrounded by death. He's caused it, watched it, and now accepts it. But instead of running from it, he transforms it. He turns death into meaning. He sacrifices himself so others can live. John, Abigail, and Jack. In Freudian terms, Arthur unites the two great drives, Eros, the life instinct, and Thanatos, the death instinct. He finds peace not in survival, but in acceptance. Freud taught that the unconscious mind holds everything we repress: guilt, fear, longing. For Arthur, that truth lives in his journal. His writings are filled with dreams of the man he could have been, kinder, gentler, more at peace. For years he buried that man under violence and duty. But when death comes, the walls fall away. The unconscious and the conscious finally meet. And in that moment, Arthur becomes whole. So who is Arthur Morgan through Freud's eyes? He begins as the ID, driven by instinct and desire. He becomes the ego, shaped by reason and awareness. And he ends as the superego, guided by conscience and love. His story is not just about outlaws and redemption. It's about the evolution of the human soul. Arthur Morgan doesn't conquer the world, he conquers himself. And that's why, long after the credits roll, we still remember him, not as a killer, but as a man who found peace. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Arthur Morgan's psychology, leave a like and tell me in the comments which character should we explore next. Until next time, remember Arthur's words: we can't change what's done. We can only move on.